Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you about what happens when moon is sitting in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart in Vedic astrology. So before beginning, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button, and if you have any doubt after watching this video, please do mention that in my below comment section, okay? And yes, please to like and follow my Facebook community page Parikshit Astrology, where you can also post some astrological stuff and gain knowledge. So let's begin. So mainly, what do you mean by Navamsha chart or the D9 chart? See, Navamsha chart or the D9 chart is the second most important chart after your birth chart. It is mainly seen for your strengths of your planet. It is also seen for your relationship between you and your spouse and also your married life. Now see, Navamsha chart or the D9 chart mainly gets activated after your second half of your life or after your married life. See, normally second half of your life means that is after 33 years or 36 years of your age. Now coming to the strengthness of your planet. Now let's say for example, if any planet is debilitated in your birth chart. Now let's say for example, if Sun is debilitated in your birth chart and that planet Sun is been exalted in your Navamsha chart or the D9 chart, that shows that that planet Sun has gained extra strength or extra power. Now coming to the married life. See, every individual divisional chart including the main birth chart has its own Karaka planet or the significator planet, right? Now for example, in your birth chart, Sun is the Karaka planet, right? Likewise in your Navamsha chart or the D9 chart, Venus is the Karaka planet or the significator planet. Now, if Venus is placed in an exalted sign, Mool Trikona sign, own sign or in a friendly sign, that shows that your married life will be very good. Now, coming to the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart. Now, what does 7th house of the D9 chart or the Navamsha chart represents? See, mainly 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart represents your spouse characteristics, your spouse appearance. It also represents your ability to compromise in the marriage. So these are all the things can be seen through the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart. Now, what happens when moon is sitting in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart? Now, what does planet moon represents? It represents your mother, it represents your mind, it represents your emotions, it also represents your happiness. So when moon is sitting in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart, that shows that you will get a spouse who might be very youthful, that is in the look wise, and it also shows that you might get a spouse who might be very emotional, or you might be emotionally attached towards your spouse. It also shows that your spouse might want some freedom after the married life. When moon is in the 7th house, your mother might influence after your married life. It also shows that you might get happiness from your spouse, and it also shows that you need to control yourself. So you need to control your mind after your married life. Now, what happens when moon is conjuncted with the different planets like benefic planets and malefic planets? Now coming to the benefic planets. Now what happens when moon is conjuncted with the benefic planets like Jupiter, Venus or Mercury? Now coming to the planet Jupiter. Now what happens when moon is conjuncted with planet Jupiter? Now what does Jupiter represents? It represents your knowledge. It represents divine knowledge. It also represents the guru, teachers. Now it also represents the advisors or counselors, right? Now, if moon and Jupiter are conjuncted in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart, you might get a spouse who might be very famous teacher, or who might be very famous advocate, lawyer, or who might be a very famous counselor, or you might get a spouse who might teach you after your married life, and you might be emotionally attached towards them also. Now, what happens when moon is conjuncted with planet Venus? Now, what does planet Venus represents? It represents beauty, romance, luxurious life, love. Now, when moon and Venus are conjuncted in the 7th house of your D9 chart or Navamsha chart, that shows that you might get a spouse who might be very creative, you might get a spouse who might be very romantic, or you might be romantic after your married life, and it also shows that you will love your spouse in a very romantic way. Now, what happens when moon is conjuncted with planet Mercury? Now, what does planet Mercury represents? It represents your logical ability, it represents your business, it represents your communication. Now, when moon and Mercury are conjunct in the 7th house, the D9 chart or Navamsha chart, you will get a very beautiful spouse, you will get a very youthful spouse, You will get a spouse who might be very intelligent, who might be very business minded, so who might be very practical. So these all things can be seen through when Moon and Mercury are conjunct in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart. Now what happens when Moon is conjuncted with malefic planets like Sun, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu? Now coming to the planet Sun. Now what happens when Moon is conjuncted with planet Sun? Now what does planet Sun represent? It represents your father, it represents government, it represents king, right? So it also represents your dominant nature. So when Moon and Sun are conjunct in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart, it shows that you might get a spouse who might be having some possessive nature or dominative nature or some leadership qualities, or your spouse might be working in government sector and all. Now what happens when Moon is conjuncted with planet Mars? Now what does planet Mars represent? It represents like engineering things. It also represents energy. It also represents physical energy mainly. It also represents the courage, the boldness. So when Mars and Moon are conjuncted in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart, that shows that you might get a spouse who might be very aggressive, who might be very bold, who might be having so much of courage. So these are all things can be seen through when Moon and Mars are conjunct in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart. Now what happens when Moon is conjuncted with planet Saturn? Now what does planet Saturn represents? It represents laziness, hard work, it represents death, it also represents problems. So when Moon and Saturn are conjuncted in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart, it shows that you might get a spouse who might be very workaholic, who might be sometimes lazy also, who might be even facing some problems after the married life, and you might face some problems also in the married life. So because Saturn will be aspecting to the first house, so you need to be careful here, and you might be having some problems in your relationship also. Now what happens when Moon is conjuncted with planet Rahu? Now what does Rahu represent? It is a exotic planet, it is a Maya, it is an illusionary planet. Now when Moon and Rahu are conjuncted in the 7th house, that shows that you might face some problems in the marriage, or some strange things may happen in the marriage. Your spouse might cheat you, or you might not be interested to get married. So these all things can be happen. Now what happens when Moon is conjuncted with planet Ketu? Now what does planet Ketu represent? It represents separation, isolation. Now when Moon and Ketu are conjuncted in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart, that shows that you might get separated from your spouse, and you might be living far away from your spouse sometimes. And it also shows that you might want to travel for spiritual places and all, like pilgrimages and all. And it also shows that you might get a spiritual spouse also. So these are all the things can be seen through when Moon is sitting in the 7th house of the D9 chart or Navamsha chart. So yep, this is it for today guys. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I'll see you in the next video. So if you want any consultancy, please do contact my given below WhatsApp number, or else you can even mail me also. So until and unless, thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.